There's Mr. Sweet's. Actually, my brother, Noxor, did some decoration in that large house there. And actually, behind that large house is a merchant tent right here, which is mine. We can go in there in a second. See, there's my little V back there. But yeah, let's go in Mr. Sweet's. Nope, not in that one. Fuck off. All right, we'll go in this large house. So Mr. Sweet's was quite a character. You know, he went a little... he was a bit of a... fuck, I'm going to run this Goody Two-Shoes real quick while I talk about Sweets before we go in his house. See if this one's open. So Sweets was one of those people who, like, you know, if you were friends, he was, you know, we got along well. He was easy to, you know, fun and silly. But if he didn't like you, he was just like... He was a pain. So he took over North Cornet... actually, did they call it North Cornet Mall? The city. He... there we go. It's up the counter here. He, I guess, worked with a bunch of friends. Oh, I love that glow. Oh, that yellow glow actually works really well off the kind of blue, right? These wanted posters are blue normally, but they're totally going green here. Man, that lighting effect, is there a street lamp or something around? I feel like that's really strong. Oh, maybe not. I don't know if I've ever seen them that green from candles. God, it's really glowing. I love that shit. And actually, if I turn on... This, oh, hold on, I gotta get the 3D stuff out of my toolbar. This one? One of these is gonna make it fucking glow even more. No, not this one. Fuck. I just messed with a whole bunch of new filters. Nope, not that one. God damn it. I don't know which one it is. I'm not as familiar with this map. But one of them really makes the green. It will make it glow even more. I thought it was this one. Maybe not. Oh, yeah, it does. You can see the carpet turns a little green there. That light is really interesting. Lots of candles, maybe. Yeah, there's definitely a couple candles down here. Let me turn this back off. It's going to fuck with me. Yes, there's one there, and I see there's one behind me. I guess it's just maybe the two. But I think it's because it's so close. Yeah, Pugga, so you told me about that, and I was like, oh, I got to check it out. So yeah, I got the ray tracing. Where the fuck did it go? Yeah, here it is. Yeah, so like the shadows it puts around things are like everything has like a dark halo. So I feel like that kind of takes away from it. But a lot of the other stuff, is your depth filter working? Yeah, I think so. Hold on. I've got, where's the one? Nope, not that one. I have one that shows you the, where the fuck is it? Nope. See, these are all, I'm on a new old laptop. I got an old laptop from a friend that was better than mine. So I just moved everything over. Where the fuck is the one I want? There's one that I called it, I jokingly called it, display depth. Oh, yeah, I don't know where you're seeing display depth. I guess I could just search for it, huh? Depth. Yeah. I jokingly called this the, like the, fuck, I need to sleep more. Not synthwave. God damn it. Hold on, I'll check my notes. I was going to make like a whole, mode, if you will. What the fuck is it called? It's like the Windows 95 or Windows 98 was the band name or the song name. Or no, Macintosh was. Vaporwave. I was going to make a whole... This reminded me of... Like, it has like a Vaporwave feel. So I was going to call it like a Vaporwave mode. So I was just going to put on Vaporwave music and just run around the game with that mode on. Anyway, I'm getting sidetracked here. That's right. Fuck, that's the whole point of this, is getting sidetracked. What are we talking about? Anyway, so Sweets was quite the character. He at one point worked with friends and took somebody's city over, right? Made himself mayor, just slowly over months. Paid. They were selling, I guess they got a little greedy, right? They had a mall, and some people in the city were like, oh, I can sell houses for 5 million, 10 million credits, make some easy credits selling real estate. And Sweets spent a bunch of money. I think Sweets did this part of the deco. You know, certainly its own vibe, its own feel, just tessellating paintings. Actually, these, hold on. Did my brother make these? No, Salak. Nox make these? No. But, yeah, so he ended up spending millions of credits to take over these people's city, basically by paying his friends to. And then they had the mall, which is the big draw to the city. He maxed the sales tax out, so it was adding like 20% to everybody's vendors. He said he was going to delete the city, or he kept renaming it. And actually, that might have happened after. But at another point, to get back at that guild, actually, I think this taking the city happened after this next part. So he to get back at the guild, a bunch of these people had auctions for like crate tissues and accolade bones and big tapes and stuff. So to kind of get back at them, he bid on a bunch of their auctions and timed it so they were all offered to his vendor at the same time. I think it was like 70 to 100 million credits worth of bones and tissues and tapes and other stuff. Resources, just anybody in the guild. The guild was Deathwatch, DWB. But anybody in that guild, he bought stuff that he could. They offered it to his vendor, and then he recorded a video of him. He had taken all the stuff off of his vendor, unlisted it, moved it to another vendor, and then deleted his vendor with all of their stuff on it. So that 7,500 million credits worth of loot that they were, thinking he won in an auction was just gone. And he checked, I think he even checked with the CSRs beforehand. He's like, is this a bannable offense? And they're like, it's not explicitly against any of our rules. It's a dick move. You shouldn't do it. But it's not, whatever. So he did that. Yeah. And then I think he made it his forum signature for a while. So he was, like I said, we got along. Him and I were fine. But a lot of people hated him, and you can imagine why. Now, the guild, I don't think they were some of the people in the guild weren't the most mature people. So it wasn't unprovoked. I think they also did things, nothing that warranted that level of insanity. But he had plans he was going to drop a vendor in their mall, and he had plans. He was asking me, I remember asking me the command to create a vendor, which is just create V, right? So just create V. It won't work here because I don't have permissions in the house, but so his plan was to write a macro, or to try to write a macro to spam that, so he could just drop a whole bunch of vendors all over the mall in places where they weren't supposed to go. Once again, not against TOS. Anyway, yeah. So this is the part my brother did down here. My brother did this part. So this is what Nox did. So if I examine any of these are all. Oh no, they're not made by him, huh? Oh, I think Sweets had bought the stuff, and my brother just went in and decorated with it. Lots of clipping, so that's going to drive Antics and I nuts, probably. All that flashing, right? But, yeah, I turn my HUD off a little bit. Nah, actually, my HUD's mostly hidden. But yeah, I like all this stuff here. I like the shelves recessed in these. I like these tool chests that has like that gritty, that dirty kind of Star Wars feel to it. These red tools. It annoys me that the drawers are open. I get it. I'm just saying, like, oh, I love the gritty used, right? It's a lived-in universe. It's Star Wars. It's not Star Trek, right? It's not sterile. Fucking people live here. Shit's dirty. Shit breaks down. So the drawers are a little, like, crooked and shit. They're at different depths. This one's a little fucked up angled-wise. So I get that. But if you want to stack 50 of these together, that pattern of them, I have seen people kind of, like, put them inside each other to, like, so one halfway between two others to make the drawers staggered, but the backs are great for this. And these oh yeah, so this one's actually made by my brother, is Noxor. So I guess he had to make more than the ones Sweets built or bought. But yeah, NOXUR. When we played on live, my brother decorated for like his living. He did a bit on Basilisk when he played there. I don't know if he's planning on doing it on Finalizer, but he surprised the hell out of me one night. I guess like a month ago now. He thought I was asleep, so he's a bartender, so he's up. He doesn't get home till like 3 or 4 in the morning sometimes. So I was one of those nights I didn't go to bed, and I saw him chatting at like 4 or 5 in the morning in Gen Chat, and I was like, "You motherfucker, you're playing it. You made a character." He hadn't played on Baz in months or maybe years even. He popped in a couple times, but played not for years. So he made a Finalizer account and didn't tell me. And I was like, "You motherfucker." I was like, "You didn't tell me?" I was like, "What the hell are you doing?" And he's like, "Oh, I've been online the same time as you." He's like, "I've seen you chatting in Gen Chat. When I see you talking, I just would stay quiet." I don't know. I just thought it would be funny to like surprise me somehow. I guess it was. Anyway, this is Sweet's house. So I don't think Sweet's ever had vendors in here. Or I know he had a bunch in South Coronet Mall. That was his deal. he did pups, he did loot, he did all sorts of stuff. Food, or not food, medicine, I think, at one point. Actually, did I make these? Oh, look at that name, a gnarly dong. I only know one guy who makes gnarly dong nalagarns, and that's this guy. So let's see, are these from my original run of nalagarn? So N0S is the cereal. N0S, oh yeah, look at that. So these are a rarity. So I had my very first vendors on Basilisk, which are still there, mind you, from 2014. Those vendors that I placed are still there. I haven't sold anything on them since 2014, but it was a little entertainer store. So I was like, one-stop shop, everything entertainer needs. Instruments, action spices, action foods, cute pets, clothes. It was all there. And I had made factory runs of instruments, just like I did on Finalizer, with similar names. Not exact same names, but so like this one is Gnarly Dong, Narlydong. It's a nalagarn named Gnarly Dong. Gnarly Dong nalagarn. Gnarly Dong nalagarn. Gnarly Dong nalagarn. Gnarly Dong nalagarn. And I did factory runs. So on Finalizer, I was selling those on the bazaar, and staff reached out to me that somebody had put in a ticket, and my names, even though they were innuendo, right? I didn't say like cock, fuck, pussy. You know, it wasn't. They weren't really obscene, but they were all innuendo. It was like Veplo's instrument gets wet, Veplo's instrument gets fingered, right? Because it's a fucking flute. You finger a flute. That's how you play the fucking thing. Or for the Omnibox, you sit on it to play it. So Veplo's instrument gets sat on. Veplo's instrument gets wet. Veplo's instrument goes in your mouth, right? It's a woodwind or a brass instrument. It goes in your fucking mouth. But anyway, staff told me they were too risque, and they forbid me from selling them publicly. They said they were, they're trying to keep things PG-13. So they are black market instruments on Finalizer. They also told me, because I said, can I still give them to people privately? And they said, sure, but they cannot display them in a public building. So at some point, when I need credits for something, I was planning on doing a soulless cash grab, an auction, maybe make a little commercial where I sell black market instruments, and I like bleep out the name, right? It's like, oh, this is my beep. Censor it, like even like maybe hold it or put it in a house like near my crotch, but blur it out like this kind of like this kind of blur, but on like an instrument, so it looks like. But put the fizz where my dick would be, so it looks like I'm blurring out a dick, but it's really an instrument. And then because I ran off factory runs of them, so maybe I bet I could make some credits selling them like that on the trade forums. And then I was going to make a form that people would have to fill out where they are an adult and they're okay with getting inappropriately named instruments and things like that. I haven't done it yet because I haven't really needed credits, but I'm sure at some point I'll want or need credits for something, and that's just an easy cash grab. Yeah, so yeah, this is like a nice little kind of cafe area, right? I like that feel. I think I made some food for him too. Yeah, some of these, let's see. I'm pretty sure I was like, oh, dude, you got some lame ass food. Maybe not. Maybe I made it for him and I never gave it to him, so he got himself banned. Oh yeah, I think I made these. Mr. Sweet's Hot and Sticky Buns. Yeah, property of Apple, that's me. Mr. Sweet's Hot and Sticky Buns. So yeah, he's 100% banned. I think actually I used to have admin on this building. This sounds like me. So I don't know how to pronounce it. Athea, roofied Athea. Protein drink consumed by spacers to keep their bodies healthy during long runs. Best served hot. Mind healing. So this is the roofied Ahitha. But yeah, he got himself banned. I don't remember exactly what for. I think making threats or lying or multi-counting or something. But I used to have admin on this house. And I think if he was not banned... Oh. Synth steak with like a dash of creme fraiche or some shit. Yeah, that's me. Synth steak with a dash of like creme fraiche or some shit. Yeah. But but when you get banned... Oh, Tislook. Did I make the Tislook? That's a weird... No, someone else did. When you get banned, everybody that's on admin on all of your buildings gets removed, right? I guess the idea is if you're multi-accounting, or even if you're not banned for multi-accounting. Did I make this? Yeah, I did. So you had, this is blood chowder, but I guess somebody used it like a pot, right? Because it kind of looks like a pot. I mean, well, it definitely looks like a pot, the bowl, but then these like the fucking shit in it Kind of looks like some interesting soil for the tree here. And I remember thinking like, oh, there's not naming opportunity there. So I called it Kashik Bonsai Tree. Kashik Bonsai Tree. It does actually look kind of like a bonsai tree, right? Because the height is shorter. You're cutting off most of the base. But yeah, so when you get banned, all of the admins on your buildings get removed, which makes sense, right? If you're like banned for duping or cheating or whatever somehow, and I don't think any of the rest of the house is decorated. Oh, lag, okay. Right, you don't want to leave admin on your buildings because now if you had other accounts or your friends could still take advantage of the shit that you got by cheating. So I'm sure if he had not gotten banned, I would probably still be on admin on this house.